Hi guys, so I'm gonna read more fun comics, number 57, The Spectre Story. So The Spectre, by Jerry Siegel and Bernard Bailey. No one knows that Jim Corrigan, hard-fisted detective, is in reality the earthbound Spectre, whose mission is to rid the world of crime. While at Worthgena's laboratory, the world-renowned scientist Professor Dale Eriks is astonished to find his instruments behaving strangely. That's odd. I wonder if I could trace the cause of the disturbance. For weeks he puzzles over the mystery until he rigs up a complicated mechanism. I'm certain that I'm on the threshold of a great discovery. Suddenly, a soothing, urgent voice comes forth from the speaker. Listen to me, Professor. I am speaking to you from the depths of infinity. Do as I say, and you shall receive the ultimate reward. This is most amazing. Yes, I'll do as you direct. Imbued with fantastic and fanatic enthusiasm, the scientist builds a weird mechanism, as instructed by the voice from nowhere. If I only knew the purpose of this machine. But why worry? I'll learn in good time. Then, I can't read that. A few moments after the project is completed, Eriks is astonished to find his body dissolving into space. What? Up through darkest space hurtles the professor. Good heavens, what can this mean? Ahead, a weird castle. Drawn into the castle, the professor comes face to face with. Can you be? I am the voice. I cannot move. I'm imprisoned by the ray. But though I cannot move my body, my mind is active. Right now I am broadcasting my thoughts to you via mental telepathy. So this is Zor. So I think he appeared in either number 55 or either last issue or number 55. I can't remember. But turn off that switch. There, it's off. Now that you are freed, you may I have the reward you promised me. Remember the ultimate. Zor turns the ray on the professor. Here, you fool, is your reward. Now you, instead of I, shall remain motionless for all eternity. Every second, every hour that I was imprisoned, but one thought has pounded in my throbbing consciousness. Revenge upon Jim Corrigan, alias the Spectre. And now I'm ready to act. Down through the dimensions zooms the figure of Zor, as he hurtles towards the earth and vengeance. Later, outside the window of Sergeant Dexter's home, it is my luck and your misfortune, Sergeant Dexter, that you and Corrigan often quarrel. That horrible face! I must be imagining things. Dexter stares fixedly on the evil spirit's eyes. Then death shoots forth from the orbs of forms of bullets. Die! Yeah! Zor telephones Jim's closest friend. Wayne, this is Dexter. Come to my house at once. It's important. That's odd. Wonder why Dexter should call me. We've never been on particularly friendly terms. As Wayne enters the Dexter residence, his eyes are instantly caught and held in a hypnotic trance by Zor. Look into my eyes. Look deep, deep. What Zor fixed upon Wayne's mind, a scene of Jim apparently shooting down Dexter. Police headquarters. Send a squad down to Sergeant Dexter's home immediately. There's been a murder committed. Yeah, I said murder. And you've no suspicion who committed the crime? None at all. I can't believe that Jim could do such a thing. I've got to confront and get the truth out of him myself. Later. Wayne, glad to see you, but what brings you here at this hour? I'm going to ask you some questions, Jim, and I want you to answer them truthfully. Why did you murder Sergeant Dexter? You're joking, of course, but I must say that your sense of humor isn't what it used to be. I didn't think you'd brazen it out like this. I saw you kill Dexter with my own eyes. Jim, you're under arrest. Have you gone mad? Something's radically wrong here. I better change into the Spectre. Jim, where are you? You've disappeared. Where could he have vanished? Wayne does not see the spectre hovering invisible in the air above him.
I wonder where Wayne got the idea that I killed Dexter.
Perhaps I could answer that.
Zor.
Yes, it is I.
Then you're behind this attempt to pin a murder on me in my identity of Jim Corrigan.
Of course. You didn't think I'd be able to escape your trap, but I did. And before I'm finished with you, Spectre, you'll regret ever having temerity to match wits with me. As the Spectre darts in, the two lock in a struggle and whirl off into dimension darkness. Desperate, the Spectre attempts to hold his own in a fierce exchange of comets, but the Spectre's lack of physical knowledge tells he dwindles in defeat. Zor takes his leave with a wild cackle of glee. Hee.
There's no limit to the foul villainy Zor is capable of perpetrating. I've got to overcome him some way, or this world is faced with disaster.
The San Pablo prison. So Pedro Gonzalez, a merciless murderer, is going to be hanged for his crime. Wait, I think that's Zor talking. Okay, so Pedro might be useful to me. The warden throws the controlling switch. Thus ends the life of Pedro Gonzalez, and good riddance. The trapdoor opens and the killer plunges towards a strangling death. But halfway down, the body abruptly halts its drop and remains motionless in the air. Astonished at the sight, the warden reaches for his gun. What in heaven's name? Gosh! But before the warden can shoot, the rope unravels from Gonzalez's neck and up he streaks, towards the prison roof. Have I died?
No, Pedro.
No, Pedro, and you have my magical powers to thank for it. But whether you continue to live depends on how faithfully you perform my orders. One slip, and you wish 1,000,000 times that I had permitted you to die a comparatively peaceful death. I am grateful, mighty one. You have but to order, and I will obey. Splendid. Now listen closely. As Clarice Winston retires, she does not see a glaring face in the window. I wonder if Jim is all right. I haven't heard from him in days. If only he would drop me a line or call. Later, as she sleeps. The chloroform has done its work. She's unconscious. Pedro dashes off into the night, carrying the girl. Instinct warns the Spectre.
Clarice, in danger.
Sensing that the girl he loves is in dire danger, the Spectre zooms through the night. There, good and tight. Seeing Pedro, the Spectre streaks down, only to find his progress blinded by an invisible wall.
What does it mean? I can't get past.
Suddenly Zor appears. You are unable to pass because I mentally will it, my dear Spectre. Now you will have to stand by and watch your beloved go to her death. Push over, Pedro. I do as you command. Caught in a strong current, Clarice is swept towards the edge of a precipitous waterfall. Acting on a last-minute inspiration, the Spectre wills himself to flash up through dimensional space.
Zor is about to take the life of an innocent girl. Can you help me save her?
What is it, Jim Corrigan? We can do nothing but suggest that in all evil has an instinctive aversion to ectobane. Ectobane. Why didn't I think of that before? I don't know what ectobane is. Inspired with hope, the Spectre races earthward.
A chance, Slim, but still a chance.
Defying time and distance, the Spectre flashes across seas and continents to the distant country of Lugania, where the mystic tree ectobane grows. At a wave of the Spectre's hand, trees are rent asunder, and the lumber flies together again, in the form of
a casket.
The Spectre descending with
a gift for you, Zor.
I see that you stand rigid and helpless as the ectobane overpowers you. But at that moment, the Spectre smiles mockingly at the sight. He raises his hand weather stops flowing momentarily, then flows backward, bringing Log and girl back to safety. As the Spectre flees Clarice, or Clarice, no, it's Clarice, it won't be Clarice. A sound from behind makes him whirl, just in time to see Pedro dashing at him, knife in hand. Before the murderer can reach him, the Spectre turns him into a tree. Okay, that's pretty weird. And for you, Zor, a fitting fate. Off into the far-flung depths of the universe floats the Ecto-Bane coffin, bearing Zor, doomed to drift aimlessly throughout eternity. And still later, the Spectre, again assuming his identity of Jim Corrigan, erases Zor's influence from Wayne's mind. What a headache! I can't remember a thing that happened before I came into this room. That is strange. Later. Why, I'm home. Guess it's all a dream. It's best that you continue to think it was just a dream. So Bernard Bailey signed it. I think that's his signature. But there's only one thing I can never forget. My mission to remain earthbound until all evil has been stamped off the earth. So, yeah, so there's an advertisement for the next issue. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.